Whether it's made of the traditional bamboo, kapis, plastic, recycled materials, or filled with lights, parols are always a staple Christmas decor in Filipino homes. But what does it really take to create the perfect parol? To find out, we went to the home of the parols, San Fernando City in Pampanga. For the locals of San Fernando, parol making is not just a business. It's a way of life. We met San Fernando's parol king, Rolando Quiambao, who started making parols when he was 10 years old.
Actually, hindi business nung una eh. Passion lang eh. Kasi nung maliliit kami, laging nananalo yung barangay namin sa Giant Lantern Festival. Parang nahikayat kaming, yung mga neophytes kami noon, kami tumutulong. Bayanihan lang kasi noon, walang perang involved eh. At saka walang eskwela nagturo nito. Parang pinapasa lang na matatanda sa mga next generation to generation. Doon natutuhan ko yung craft.
Eventually, he put up his business and is now one of the biggest parol suppliers in the Philippines. According to Rolando, the very first step in creating the parol is choosing the design you want.
Sa akin kasi, dahil nga yung conceptualization, importante sa akin yun. Kasi nga, doon mabubuo yung kung ano yung inspiration mo eh.
Once you decide on the design, that's when you start gathering the needed materials. Putting the parol together can take as long as 1 hour to 1 day depending on how intricate the design is. The more complicated the design, the longer it takes to create. But once it's finished, the feeling of satisfaction is immeasurable.
Siyempre, parang kanta yan, parang baby mo yan eh. Parang binubuo mo siya, self-fulfilling yun eh. Kahit na sino, kahit na manalo ka ng kahit na anong basketball or anong sports, parang ganun din yung feelings mo. Ang ganda lang sa amin, two-way siya. Parang nabayaran ka na, nag-enjoy ka pa. At yung honor mo, nandun pa rin. Parang nandun na lahat.
So talagang happy po kayo?
Siyempre, lalo na Christmas. Alam mo naman yung napupunta sa pedestal ng Pero ngayon, ako nag-dialogue na ako. Hindi na ako sumasali. Nagko-conceptualize ako ngayon na kakaiba naman. Para mag-iwan ka ng yung parang legacy mo dito na first time na gumawa ka ng ganito.
When asked what the most important skill one should have when it comes to parol making, Rolando says,
Hindi ko hinahanap yung talent eh. Nahanap ko yung persistent niya at saka yung passion niya doon sa paggawa. Usually kasi sabi nga naman, nagdolokon nga kami dito, mas gusto ko nga yung raw pour, parang ganon. Parang i-develop mo yung talent niya. Alam ko kasi yung mga Pilipino, may hidden talent yan eh. Hindi naman kailangan yung marunong ka, Mas gusto ko yung matyaga, tsaka ma-responsible. Gusto niyang matuto, parang ganon.
And whether you choose a simple parol, a giant one, or one that is filled with sparkling lights, Rolando says that in the end, the most important thing is to remember what this symbol of Christmas stands for.
Sa amin kasi, lalo na dito sa Pampanga, nung nalahar kami, ginawa ko simbolo talaga yung parol para magsiuwian yung mga tao dito. Dinecorate namin yung bayan namin na puno ng tubig at saka lahar, pero nakabangon. Ibig sabihin, sinabi ko nun dun sa speech ko na yung parol na ito ang mag-guide sa atin para yung resiliency ng Kapampangan magbalik, parang gano'n. Ang symbolism nun kasi, hope. Ang parol kasi nagbibigay ng liwanag eh.
Yun yung inspiration ko nung ginawa ko tong SWAT, yung paper line ko na bakit kaya hindi ako gumawa ng wrappers? Since para sa akin, na-excite ako pag may nakikita akong magandang
Okay, wait ha. She didn't just make gawa the wrapper. She drew all of this, okay? So it's so beautiful.